How to remove an orange tip from your airsoft gun. This is a Arturus M4 AEG. This is how I remove the orange tip. Step one, you're going to need a drill, and you want to drill around the pin here. There's a pin. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that. As you can see, there's a pin there. That pin needs to be removed. So you drill around that pin, and then you pry little plastic pieces around it. Eventually, this will protrude. That pin is going to protrude. Let's see where you can see. That pin is going to protrude from that orange tip. You can then grab it, and it's going to be, and you're going to grab it about like that. And you're gonna pull, and it will come out, right from there. Once you take it out, simply twist that flash hider. This is the birdcage flash hider on the Arturus M4. I used these pliers. Other people use AR tool wrenches and such. I just used this. It worked no problem. It wasn't very hard. And once you get that initial turn, it should start to rotate. And right now, I'm gonna remove it. Zoom in here for you. And because it's threaded, it's gonna come off. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tight. Now you can install whatever custom flash hiders, suppressors, etc. that you want. There we go. It's off. Right? Here's another close-up of the flash hider. You can see the damage I did to it just so I can get it off. Right? Let's take a look at the threadings on here on the gun. So. Looks like there was some glue here as well, right? I can clean that off or whatever. Not too worried about it. What I do want to install on there is Arturus, and I know not many airsoft makers do this. At least I know Lancer does not. I know G&G does not, but Arturus does provide you with a flash hider, and I think that looks much nicer than your standard bird cage, I think, right? So it has threadings on here, and I'm assuming it's just gonna go right on there and screw right in. So let's go ahead and do that. It's not screwing on. If you look at this flash hider, you will see the threadings are a little bit further down, right? So I don't know if something else has to come off. I am seeing this thing right here. It feels like there's an additional something here. It almost feels like this is a spacer. Let me switch this for you. There we go. So you can see here, it almost looks like there's some kind of spacer thing going on here. I'm gonna go. It is unscrewable. Seems to be coming off. And hopefully after removing this, it will allow us to install our metal flash hider. I just rotated it about 50 times and absolutely nothing is happening. I think it's metal, so I don't think we want to just break it off. Actually, I'm going to try this again. This time I'm putting much more force. Okay, so it seems like I was just screwing it the wrong way. So it looks like you're going to go lefty-loosey to tighten it, which is kind of weird because I could have swore I unscrewed it with lefty-loosey as well. Kind of weird, right? So let's say you want to, so this is how it looks. I think it looks pretty good actually. Let's say we want to put the orange tip on. Let's say a field is very strict maybe. I don't know what fields you guys play at. And they say, hey, you gotta have your orange tip, or maybe you're transporting it and you know you don't want any possibility of it to be confused with a real firearm. Let's see how easy it is to reinstall that plastic tip. You might want to keep it just in case for specific fields or strictly for transport. Lefty loosey to. It's not lefty loosey now. It's lefty tighty and righty loosey. So there we go. Pretty easy, right? You don't have to unscrew any little pins every time you install them. So there you go. Now my next task is finding a suppressor to fit this, and that's what I'll be doing. So how to remove and replace your orange tip with a black metal flash hider.